Hello, everyone. Hi, Jewelry Talk. Susan Lennart here. Let me turn it this way for a little bit. I decided to meet you in a different place today because I want to talk about something a little different. Jewelry Talk is all about the design of jewelry, but it's everything behind the scenes. So, hello, you guys. Welcome. Nice to see you. I know I'm in a different spot today, just to throw you off. You know, they always tell you change. You know, when change happens, it's like I always try to grab onto all of the old stuff, you know, and it's like, oh my gosh, I just have to be able to let go and move forward. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've had such a crazy busy time, and I've been so enjoying being inside myself and just coming up with these new ideas and the new things for unfolding. I'm super excited about it, and I hope people are in there. Hi, Christina. Really love that too. You guys wonder why I'm in a different spot today? I want to talk to you guys about shrines today, which really is a big part of, I know some of you guys get to recognize, you know, some of the things here, but I was trying to get where I could fit all of us in. Maybe this will be it. Let's see. Okay, think we can do it. Hi, you guys. Nice. I know you guys want to see me in here too. So I wore some of my power jewelry today. I'm feeling like my jewelry is really shifting. But as long as I'm here, I'm going to start off first thing about really, you know, talking about your jewelry space and talking about energy and talking about you know, what drives you. And of course, it's always, you know, intentional metalsmithing and jewelry talk is always about the other side of jewelry, on how to make your jewelry your own, come into yourself and make things your own. Hi, thank you. Oh my gosh. I was off in California, and I was doing this amazing Kundalini yoga teacher training, and it was pretty cool. I met a beautiful group of people there. I learned also, you know, on top of my itinerary, a lot more on energy work. And, you know, it's been something about a year ago. It's like I kind of dropped into this space as an artist where, you know, I'm combining all my years of creativity and business and moving forward. I'm combining, you know, I'm combining all my research that I've done in talisman through the years in other countries and all over. I'm combining this meditation work that I've been using to get at my creativity. I've been combining a lot of these spiritual principles that I learned from all over the world. The shrine, actually, that I wanted to talk about today, I came from, you know, I started, when I was in my 20s, I started going into Asia, Southeast Asia, Vietnam, Thailand, and I was blown away because it was one of the most beautiful things. It's why I do my incense. You guys can see I have a little incense burning here. It was so overwhelming to me when I was in my 20s. It was before the internet, and hi Paula, hi you guys. Oh my gosh, Joni's on. Adrian, nice to see you. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for joining me. So, you know, years ago, when I first was 22 years old and went into Thailand, it's like we didn't have internet, and it was so different. When I showed up out there and I woke up fresh in the morning, you know, there wasn't a lot of pollution, and all I could smell was incense burning all over the whole, I was in Chiang Mai, everywhere. Can you imagine if everyone burns incense at the same time, like as we're waking up for work for like a couple hours and all day long? But you know, it made such an impression and impact on me. And then I walked around and I saw all these beautiful shrines outside of businesses, you know, and it's like, as Americans, we're like, now that's pretty shameless, right? But it was so beautiful. And I realized, like, you know, in your life, giving yourself time every single morning to, hi you guys, nice to see you. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be adjusting as we go. But, you know, to give yourself these couple minutes or 15 minutes or 20 minutes or an hour every morning just to dedicate to your day makes a huge difference in your life, you know, and that's kind of what unfolding is about too. But also, like, if you can't get to unfolding or can't get to things like that, my shrine that I build reminds me to stop and take a breath, you know, to move forward. Thinner adjustable. How do I do thinner adjustable rings on the bottom? Oh, Paulette, you're funny. Here, These are the thinner ones. These are actually, if you go back to the wire chapter, this one's thinner. Go back to the wire chapter in intentional metalsmithing, and you will be able to see I do forging, where I'm forging things down into a point, and then I flatten it out, and that's what I do for adjustable rings. They're pretty cool. So just go back into the wire chapter. Not the first one that I did, but the second one. I think you were in my first group. Makes sense? Good. Love that question. Okay, so I want to finish. You guys are welcome to ask questions. No worries. This afternoon, I have intentional metalsmithing too. Intentional metalsmithing, I take all of the metalsmithing questions. So I'm there at 3. You can ask questions in advance. And oh my gosh, I love talking all about all of that. And I'm so happy to see you guys. I missed you guys so much. I think about this group. Oh, there's Celia. Oh, yes. There you go, Paulette. So just go back. It's like, you guys, I try to provide you guys with enough information where you can use these as references. It's like at the beginning of the wire chapter, I talk about making different head pins, and it's like, yeah, would be a head pin, right? But really what I'm doing is I'm showing you the bigger picture. So when you ask about a question like this, I'm like, go back and do the head pin on, forging to points at the end. And I really show how to do a square one and roll it out into a round one and all that. So it's all there. I kind of love having all that information there, Going back to shrines, because this is important for me. It's like, this is here in my studio. And when I have, when you're setting up your shrine, I'm going to pull this in close. It's just nice to have in here with your pieces. So when I walk in, it's like, look, I've got all these gems right here, and I am literally charging all my gems that I want to use in my work, all different colors. But plus, you can start realizing your themes. I'm going to give you a couple insights that I put down for building shrines. But these are all just being charged with energy. This is something that is important to me in my life, is this yellow. Gems, you always want to go with what you feel. So I'll talk about like generally, and then I'll walk through my what I have for my shrines. Does that make sense? Are you guys interested? All right, I hope so, because this is really important. I mean, it's really nice to know, just to have your shrine in there. So when I was in Thailand, and this is in Indonesia, this is in China, this is all like Southeast Asia, you're going to find that people are doing this for their business. It's really like prayers. It's mantras that are done to come up to your space every day, light an incense, light your candle in the evening, and just, go inward and say your mantras, your words. So, one of the most important things to do is to bring in pieces that you're drawn to. Don't worry about, I should put a candle. I should put incense. Don't put things that aren't important to you. Does that make sense? It's like, I actually put these in my space, because I am doing some research myself on going back into tantric dance with jewelry, using it as percussions. This is my base. Like when I go back to my raw self, this is where I go back to, because this is kind of recycles again and again in my life. These talismans, even when Milan Jewelry Week came in, that's what they were requesting. I also love, do I use a tumbler or polishing smooth edges? What tumbling medium do I use? Hey, you know what? I'm going to answer all of these questions if you guys want to show up for intentional metalsmithing. But I don't really tumble as much. I have tumbled at different times. I do love Jessica Jordan has a beautiful tumbling medium that's beautiful in there. And I've used a lot of steel shot too. There's water tumblers. So I'm going to talk about shrines today though, but come in you guys for later on when I talk about intentional metalsmithing. I'll be here at 3:00 Eastern time. And these are all the questions that I super want to answer. So jewelry talk, I'm happy to answer them if I can fit it in. I'm definitely belly dancing. You're probably right. I was probably a belly dancer. Oh my gosh. Or like in India, I love the way jewelry is done in India. It's like when I was in California, there was actually a full moon ceremony out there. and I met a couple very beautiful young women who were doing this tantric dance out for the full moon, and they had crystals and different things like that. They had different things like that. So I brought some of my jewelry out to the beach, and we were able to dance again with the jewelry. So I'm really excited to go back in May, and I want to get some film of it too. So this was really heavily on my mind. And also charging your pieces. You know, I talk a lot about charging pieces. So these are actually just pieces that I have here. So one of the things you want to do is make sure that you only bring your pieces in that are important to you. So I would be bringing in pieces, don't just do what people tell you to do. And the way you can tell on bringing pieces in or not is that sway test. Have you guys done the sway? You can actually grab some pieces and hold them in your hand. And, you just for me, I just close my eyes. I breathe through. I've shown you guys clearing. You breathe through and you just make a decision on, if these are supposed to be on my shrine, I sway forward. If they're not supposed to be on my shrine, I sway back. And that's, I think it was even in that organizing book. There was a beautiful Japanese woman who does these organizing, and she talks about picking up clothing and swaying it, making decisions that way, and I really like that way to do it. Once you can learn to follow your intuition, you're really going to know what to bring in. So you want to sway on pieces, bring in your colors that you like, your incense, if you're bringing in incense. For me, incense and candles that I keep, definitely here. This is the one I've been using lately. It's a Palo Santo, but it's in an incense stick that I just love. I think I talked about it in the course. The reason I bring these pieces in, pick out a candle or an incense, is to be able to light these and take a pause. It really is, in your incense too, it's about taking a pause and putting your mantras back in. Some of the things that would be nice to put in your shrine is, I've got some power words in here that I'm working on this month. They're tucked in. I just keep it under my candle. I know it's here, so when I light my candle, these intentions come into me, I'll know what I need to talk about. I know what I need to think about coming in, to your space. The IM meeting is at 3:00 Eastern time today. Also pop your questions in there ahead of time, and I'll be for sure to answer them when I'm in there. Make sense? Okay, why do I have this shrine here? I love this one. This one is actually, Frida is a powerful woman. I'm really getting into my studies on powerful women. I love the way that she wore her jewelry, wore her culture. Even though she's such a commercial, some artists veer away from her because she's so commercialized. But, we want to know that she really was a woman that held her own and showed up in New York City in her ethnographic clothes, which is pretty cool, So I really love that about Frida. The thing I also love, is just the bright colors. When I can't get to my flowers, I have beautiful, in Mexico, you see all these dried flowers there, but I love the way that it's done, and it gives my space. I'm just so much into, so for me, on my shrine, remember when I bought that? Yes, I did, and I love it. It's so important to me. Bought this in Mexico. Joni was there. So, for me, it's I think because I'm so in love with all these gems lately, I'm really in love with anything candy color. This is my life. This is my life. And, I love it. I love it. So these are some rocks that I picked up out in San Diego that I just felt were nice and powerful. It's always nice for me. You guys pick your symbolism. It could be rocks. These are so strong and sturdy and powerful. Definitely a talisman for power. You know what I mean? Yay! Oh my gosh, I love that you are there. Some of my sticks I have in here. This is also, I want to keep this one on my tray. This is a smell besides, so it's you want to be able to hit all your senses. Visually, what you feel intuitively with your shrine, what you your mantras that you're speaking when you light your candle or incense, your mantras that you're speaking to bring your work into yourself. And this one's in my work. This is also a sense of smell. This one is a smell when you walk into Morocco. They're cooking argan oil everywhere. So I love, just waking up. This reminds me again of my travels there, if anybody was there. Hi, Kim. Nice to see you, Kim. I'm talking about shrines today. Just a little bit about shrines today. So, and I'm just showing you guys around my shrine. Is this going to build? Heck yeah. I'll give you guys a close-up too. Is this shrine going to build? Yes. Is it going to alter and change? Yes. This is just things that are, I'm working on presently. There's going to be a time, if you keep your shrine the same for too long, you're going to feel like it's a little bit stale. You're going to feel like it's not doing anything for you. You have to keep your shrine moving and going. These are some rings that will be up for sale that I actually have here. Why am I charging them? Because they're so cool to charge. This is a great way to charge your work when you're getting ready to sell them, or have them up. So I have these on my stands, and I love them on here. They give me height. So when I walk in, I do want my shrine to be beautiful, because I can stop and look at it. You want to make sure that you're always interchanging it. You're making things look good. The other things I wanted to say, to sway on pieces, only pick pieces that are important to you. Does that make sense? Morocco is going fast. We'll need to find some here. I know, Sherry, I know. Okay, so you guys, so that's kind of with on shrines. And I can answer a few questions, although I have intentional metalsmithing later today. I wanted to show you guys what I got in. I did get these in. Just for a mention, I'm keeping one for myself. They come in these beautiful bags. I have 5 brown ones left. Look at these gorgeous bags that they come in. For me, it's like I always come from being a nomad. So my bag, I think of this is a linen, and it has my little jewels of the nomad. But I would use this as a laundry bag when I was traveling. Or I want to show you guys this. I just did a film of this one on how it fits. And what I did is I just used also that bag to line the inside so it doesn't scrape. It's so pretty inside here. And I have all my tools for the nomadic intentional metalsmithing. And I'm going to show that this afternoon too. It's pretty cool. And then this can be closed up when you close your bag. So I do have 5 of these. They're handmade, hand-stitched, done so well. Like, I really love the stitching on here. So if anyone is interested in, this also could work for if you're carrying your jewelry to a show. It's nice and protected. It's comfortable on your back. I'll flip it on real quick for you guys, because that's what this is about, right? Okay, so this is on my back. You want to make sure it sits in a really good space. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you want to make sure it sits in a good space on your back so it's comfortable. I actually had this lined with 2 layers of leather, so it's super comfortable. I love it. See, ta-da, not heavy. So anyway, I do have these, and I have a beautiful, beautiful gem sale going up on Friday, where I really have the most beautiful large gems. I have never gotten gems that are rose cut that are this big, and I'm so looking forward to working with them. I have gorgeous, and I have regular size too, but like this is a green amethyst. So if you guys are looking for, there were some people that requested large sizes. He really cut me beautiful, super clear. There's no cracks in here. So that is, 3 pounds, right? Yeah, not a sale, this is a shop update for gems. There are some gems on there that are still on sale. So you guys are, if you guys need some gems, get onto the site. But I sell the gems for 3.6 a carat, and the shipping is free for gems now. So you guys are gonna find that. So anyway, by Friday, it's like, I met this guy in India, and he gives me such a beautiful price. I've worked hard with him for 2 years. He cuts so clear for me, and he cuts so beautiful. And, you know, it was a lot of work on getting to this place with gems, getting to know them, getting to know him, letting him know my quality that I wanted. So I am so proud of this batch that I have coming in new. So if you guys want some new ones, and large ones, and candy color, oh my gosh, I've got, you know, beautiful rose quartz that I'm in love with lately. You can see my colors I'm wearing. You know, what colors are you guys wearing? And my yellows for the power. So, yeah, so that's kind of going to be fun this Friday. And then I do have some that are discounted, that are on sale. But 3.6 a carat, free shipping. It's a super good price. I was just at a retail show, gem show, local, because I thought, oh my gosh, instead of Tucson, I'm going to do local. There were gems for some not even as good a quality that were $40 a carat. I about fell over, you know? So I was like, I know that I'm doing a really good price, and plus you guys have my screening, because I screen really well. I have them hand cut, and I put collections together, so you don't have to buy $200 worth of one type of gemstone. You know, you really can get a nice match in there where you can do some beautiful collections of rings and earrings and things like that. So I think it's really fun. I hope you guys like the shrine. I hope that was good. I just thought it'd be really fun to put something different on there. Oh, good. Okay, so you guys, yes, listen, Mexico is open. I haven't written up the description yet, but I can tell you right now, for people that show up, you know, I'm actually looking for a really beautiful collection of people there. I am putting together, you know, just a lot of clearing work, maybe a little bit of yoga work if people want to show up. Now, the yoga work that I talk about is more like creative breathing, breath work, all of this in person. So we'll start the day that way. It's all about, it's really like a creative course, and we're using metalsmithing, the same thing, you know, we're using metalsmithing techniques to work through this. I love Mexico. I am so looking forward to it. So it's not on my website quite yet, but it will be in the next couple days. But it's a Hacienda de Mosaica. Oh, I know Joni. Your Joni's up there as one of my best customers, you know. So that's so nice with the gems. Thank you so much, yeah, for your. So yeah, let me know if you guys need anything on there. I have beautiful components. You know, I have, you know, just a lot like these. I actually, when I build pieces and have an over excess, you guys are going to see all these little pieces on there where you can, you know, build. These I had when I do an over amount, and some of these I had cast. But, you know, when I have an over amount of like hollow forms, of these caps where you can put all of your fringe and pieces on, all the little rings, gems, all these little pieces like this, I like, you know, if I have an excess, I put them on my site, and they're all sterling silver. So you guys are welcome to get on there and take a look at my components. The gems will be up Friday. It'll be really fun. And yeah, if you want to come to Mexico, Emma, you said that. So did you email Christina about that? So Emma, I would love to have you there. I know you were so excited about it when I was talking to you. So yeah, so Mexico is open. Email Christina. I'll be sending you guys the itinerary of what we're doing there, but it's a lot of, you know, creativity work and metal work. And Morocco, I think Morocco is full. I'd have to check on that. But there was a couple people, maybe 2 people that wasn't able to come out for it. So there may be 2 openings. Morocco is October 18th. And it was, I think, 2 people that couldn't make it this time that signed up that would like the refund. And if we can get 2 more people in, they get the refund back. So that's pretty cool. Hey, you guys, make sure if you're going to Morocco, make sure, is there a specific time, Christina, for gems on Friday? Do you know? I'm going to ask Christina because she takes care of this part of it. Oh, that'll be aligned with your birthday. Yes, the week after Thanksgiving. Oh my God, that would be so much fun. We usually have, you know, Christina, 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 the people that like Mac usually comes out and it's her birthday weekend, and Connie usually comes out and it's her birthday weekend. Connie, who does my shipping. I don't know, I think Mac is coming this year. I don't know if Connie's coming, but we have fun. Like, that's the tequila shot night. It's spiritual work. It's working with creativity. It's working with color and design, but we also go out to restaurants, we go out to art events, we drink our tequila, we sit on the beach, all that kind of stuff. So shop, it's really fun. I love it and it's $2,000 for everything except dinners and your flight. So it's super reasonable. I love it. I know it's one of Christina's favorites too. Christina's there, so. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure that you email me if you're interested in Mexico or Morocco, and then we'll get things moving there. I hope the shrines, think about setting up your shrines. It really helps me a lot. I have it next to my creative movement place that's right here. It's a little bit of a mess, but it's next to my creative movement place, right next to it, because that gives me, it can change up that energy. Remember when I told you I was telling people I need to kind of find a way to make sure that I change up this energy here, and that's kind of a way that I found that works out well. All right, you guys. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to be here this afternoon. I'll be doing some metalsmithing work right after this. So I'm going to be a little bit more in my studio area. Please send your questions to Christine if you can't make it there. I love talking everything to do with metalsmithing on IM. So I'll give you guys all the tips, and I usually show up with a tip to show you guys. All right, you guys. Oh my gosh. Yay. Let me see if there's any other. Oh, mine didn't scroll down. So good. Okay, you guys. Mwah. I'll see you guys later, and enjoy your week. Thank you. Trying to get this shut down.